Lord Vishnu. What he asked? He asked 7 questions. And his first question was, सबसे दुर्लभ कवन शरीरा, which physical body is scarce? It has a different philosophical touch and philosophical object. So making it very simple and lucid. So who is great then? Who is great? And immediately Sri Kakabhushan ji replied, नरतन सम नहीं कवनी उदेही. Sri Kakabhushan ji replied that the human being is the great, and to get a human body is really scarce. It is not so easy. Sri Garud ji asked the question. Perhaps by mistake I said Kakabhushan ji asked the question. Sri Garud ji asked the question and Kakabhushan ji is replying. And Kakabhushan ji replied, the human body is scarce. It is not so easy to get a human body. So the man is great. So immediately Sri Garud replied, if man is there, so definitely he will think about the happiness and pleasure. And when the question of happiness and pleasure is there, at the same time it's negative, the sorrow will be definitely there. If there is no sorrow, if there is no unhappiness, then how to define happiness? So definitely the negative will build the positive. Which gives sorrow? And what is happiness? The next question asked by Sri Garud to Sri Kakabhushan ji. And Kakabhushan ji replied, Bada dukha kaban sukh bhari, Sri Garud asked, and the answer is nahi daridrasam dukh jagamahi. And immediately Sri Kakabhushan ji replied to the question of Sri Garud, nahi daridrasam dukh jagamahi. What is sorrow? If one will remain poor, so that is the unhappiness. That is the sorrow. If money is not there, nothing is there. No happiness. So nahi daridrasam dukh jagamahi. If one will remain poor, so there is sorrow and there is unhappiness. So happiness can be reached when money is there. And when the question of money is there, so money management will be definitely there. So everybody is focusing how to get rich, how to get happiness, how to accumulate wealth, and how each and every segment of a human being of this world will get happiness and how all will get the money and wealth. In the year 2006, the Secretary General of UNO, Sri Kofi Annan, he propagated a slogan, nobody will remain poor. And when this slogan was propagated by the UN Secretary Sri Kofi Annan, it led towards the financial inclusion. Financial inclusion, this particular concept, this particular aspect was very well there in the society. But when such a slogan came from the Kofi Annan, so this slogan became propagated. and it spread to the entire part of the world, and everybody started saying about how everybody will be rich and how everybody will get happiness, and how the money will be at the reach of each and every segment of the people. And ultimately, the word financial inclusion become a buzzword in the mouth of each and every person to the administrator. If there is no money, what will happen? I am remembering a beautiful thing, a beautiful saying of my school level education. When I was in class 8, in Nonditel, a story was there. That was a Odia Nanditel book and Odia story, and the title was Bekar. A person become unemployed. Bekar means the unemployed person. The title of that story is Bekar. The person become unemployed, and when he become unemployed and he does not have the money, what happened? Including his mother, everybody rebuked on him. So when there is no money, mother rebukes, father slogs, brother avoids discussion, mata nindati, nabhi nindati pita, bhrata cha no sambhasate. So brother avoids discussion. Servants show their anger. Bhrutya kupyati. Son does not cooperate. Nanu gacchati sutah. And wife withdraws her affection. Kanta cha nol alingate. So wife withdraws affection. Friends avoid seeing. So wise men acquire wealth. Nothing is unattainable for the rich. So finally, at the conclusion of this sloka is wise men acquire wealth. Nothing is unattainable for the rich man. If one is rich, he can purchase each part of his happiness and he will be happy. So that sarvakashta daridrata, and how it will be avoided? Herthena sarve vasa. If money is there, so everything will be yours. And that bekar, so that man one day got employed. Money came to him. He managed his life very beautifully. And he had a surplus of money with him. All sort of happiness were surrounded to him. And when the situation was so everybody again came to him and started living with him. A popular kahavat, that very popularly that say in our Odia land is there. Abe parsu, jabe parsu, babu parsuram, paisa kya na kare kam. It may not be a right Hindi, but in our Odia land, so this is said like this. So that Mr. Parsuram, when he had no money with him, he became Parsu. Are Parsu, oh Parsu, hey Parsu, listen here, go there, take this to the bus stand. So like this, people are to say to him. And that Parsu one day left the village, went to a town, and there he became a grocery storekeeper. Then he became a salesman. He learned economics, the practical economics. and one day he became a businessman, and he came with a car to his village, and everybody said, whose car? Are Babu Parsuram. This is the car of Mr. Parsuram, Babu Parsuram. So if money is there, everything is there and happiness is there. But when the money is with us, at the same time, it is important to manage money properly, to manage money carefully, to manage money efficiently. Otherwise, the next name of the money is Chanchala. So Lakshmi, money is regarded as Mata Lakshmi. And the characteristics, one quintessence of Mata Lakshmi is Chanchala. It's other name of the Lakshmi also. Many times I tell to my students like this, because they can understand when it will be expressed in a very lucid manner. Chola chola huthivaru Chanchala. As because it is very floating in character, so that she is so-called Chanchala. So money is Chanchala. If you will not properly manage it, if you will not able to keep it in a proper manner, then it will pass away from us and we will be again poor. So that we should know very carefully, we should know that how to manage money and how to make our future better. No one will make our future better. No one will make our money managed. No investing organization will manage our money in a proper manner, and they will see our well-being and they will see our welfare. Because this is not, it may be one aspect in their business, but this is not the core of their business. Then who will manage this? Who is to look after this? We are to look after our own money. This is not my saying. So this popular saying, once upon a time, Prasanna Chandra, the great economist, the great financial academician, and a great financial writer, so said in his book, The Investment Game, How to Win. A beautiful saying. You are to manage your money. You are to manage your money very carefully, so that it will help you in the future. You can manage your money with your own wits. No other one is there to see your welfare. So you are responsible for the management of money. And this particular concept, we are to manage our money. We are to efficiently go for the expenditure, so that a surplus will be available, and which will lead path towards the savings, and then it will lead to the investment. We have to do all these things. And this particular thing, this particular aspect opened the subject matter personal finance. So who requires this personal finance? The need of a personal finance is belonging to whom? Who are to do this? Each and everyone. Just you please think yourself. You please ask to yourself. Are we not concerned to the personal finance? Who is not thinking about his personal finance? When there is a man, so there is a money. Whether it is a small one or whether it is a huge one, that's a different thing. But if man is there, money is there. And when the money is there, you are to manage it. And every day, everyone is thinking, if I am having 5 rupees in my pocket, how to manage it? If I am having 50 rupees in my pocket, I am to manage it. So everyone is thinking, everyone is directly and indirectly related to this personal finance. Every moment, every time, every day, Every month one is thinking, one is looking towards the management of the personal finance. A salaried person is thinking, so this is my salary for the month, how to manage it so that entire month I will live happily. A businessman is thinking that this much of amount that I am providing to my house, and with that my spouse will, my better half will manage the house, and how she will manage. He is also thinking. He is also discussing with his better half. So everyone is related to this management of a personal finance. But the thing is, what we are thinking, is it proper? Is it sufficient enough? We are just thinking when a particular aspect is coming to us. We are just thinking this expenditure has come, whether I will go with or not. This investment, someone is telling to me, or myself, I am telling to myself that this one should be purchased by me. At that moment, we are thinking, are we using the pen and paper? Are we thinking it very carefully? And are we thinking about very carefully about the total purpose with us? We are not so. So that it came to our mind to go with this personal finance. To give a certificate course, a short-term course on this personal finance. So that the participants, those who will come to this course, come to this program, so they will know how to manage their money very carefully and very efficiently, so that a beautiful tomorrow and a beautiful next day will be available. So personal finance term, it covers managing your money as well as savings and investing. Saving and investing. With this definition, whatever you will tell, it will come under this. You will tell about insurance, the insurance is here. When the question of income is there, and when the question of saving is there, so income minus expenditure is equal to your saving. And I will prove subsequently in my discourse that insurance is the part of the expenditures. It is not at the saving. Insurance, income minus expenditure, within the expenditure, how insurance is there. We will tell about the debt. We will tell about the loan. It is also in this definition. We have made a provision. We have made different provisions for different happenings in the long term basis. And when in the long term, when our corpus will not be sufficient enough to manage that, at that moment we need a loan. So that here also the question of a loan is there. So question of investment, question of insurance, question of everything is under this definition, and the personal definition is all about the income, saving and investment. So this personal finance, why we have chosen? We have chosen it is because it is the most neglected area. Why I am telling this particular negative word, that it is a neglected area, even though we are thinking every day for our finance, for our happiness and for our money, but we are not properly thinking what to think about that. You think about the professionals, you think about the salaried persons, you think about the common man. So the salaried persons, the professionals, the officers, the others. So those who are in the office, so they are maintaining different set of, let's say, accounts. They are maintaining different sheets. They are different, let's say, letters, drafts, all these things. With the pen and paper, so they are working. Even if just you think about the academician, like the man from the commerce, man from the economics, man from the business management, come to the field of the banking. So those who are the bankers, so every day in the office we are working with the tables and sheets and the statements relating to the finance. But when we are coming to our home, when we are coming to our house, are we maintaining any sheets? Are we maintaining any documents? Are we going with the pen and paper writing? Are we going with the deep calculations? Even if the subordinates are with us, even if the let's say fellows are with us, we are not sitting together. We are not discussing at all. We are not, let's say, preparing any sort of, let's say, documents. We are preparing very good documents in Excel. But are we preparing Excel sheets? Are we, let's say, designing the Excel sheets for us, for our personal finance? The answer will be definitely no. So that I said that it is the most neglected part. Even if we are thinking every day how to get happiness and how to get, let's say, pleasure, and how to manage our money, every day we are thinking, but we are not thinking about that properly and that efficiently, what we are doing in the office. We are something different. Everyone is very casual. Everyone is very casual. No time. We don't have the time for this. When we are coming to the home, we don't have the time for this. For others, that's why we are giving the time. We are giving the efforts, but for this, we don't have the time. Where is the time to sit together? Where is the time to discuss with each other? So such type of feeling, such type of mentality is with us, so that we are so casual. I am telling. We are so casual. We are not sitting together and we are not discussing. We are not sharing. Many times we are not sharing also. So certain things are there which are to be shared when we will sit together, when we will discuss together. So this type of this question of this concept of sharing will arise. We are never sharing our passwords to others. If any unfortunate situation will come, just you think what will happen. I have seen a man, enormous wealth he has created. Enormous wealth he has created. Son is at America. And when that man died, the son came. And after 15, 18 days like this, so he returned. And the wife of that man is there. She had not, let's say, any idea, enormous wealth that man has created. But she does not have any information with her. She does not have any proper document with her. And he does not have any password to any sort of statements. So many of his wealth were acquired by the others. So many of his wealth she could not, let's say, get back immediately. She got, because no sharing. Many times the old philosophy, that old sense is there in our pocket. A beautiful sloka is there. Nodinang nakhinang saiva srunginang sastradharinam Vishwas naiva kartavya strisu rajkulesu. So this may be a topic of discussion many years back. So, but nowadays it is not at all with them. We cannot believe so these 6 peoples, and along with that one is there. So strisu rajkulesu. So never believe upon your, let's say, wife. Don't give everything, let's say, to her. So this particular phenomena, once upon a time that was there, but that particular thing is not now today. But still few people are there, so they are pocketing, so this particular thing in their pocket. They are not sharing anything to the others. So can you tell that we are very properly managing our, let's say, personal finance? No. We are not sharing. If you will sit together, if you will prepare the sheets, if you will prepare the different documents sitting together, so it will not only give a pleasure, but it will give the attachment to each other, and it will give, and it will invite the dedication of each and every member of the family towards the management of the finance of the family. So when we are returning from the office, we should sit together. We should think about our personal finance. We should think about our money. We should prepare certain documents. We should prepare certain statements. I have found no institute also teaches on this personal finance. In curriculum, personal finance is not there. No such proper books are also available. One or two books or 3-4 books may be are available, but like the other books, the personal finance, the book are not available for each and every people of this world. Certain books are available, but those are for the professionals. But the books in a very lucid manner, the books written in a very lucid manner on personal finance are available in the market. No, books are also available. Not a course. No books. Not there in the academic curriculum. So that I said, so this is the most neglected area. And another thing is also there. The middlemen. Many times the middlemen are not properly trained. So those who are coming and those who are giving, those who are trying to sell their, let's say, financial products, they are not properly trained. And if the untrained, let's say, salesman will discuss and will impart teaching on the financial products, so what he will teach and what he will sell. And many times mis-sellings are there. So their intention is to sell this, even if the other one, even if the customer is not in the need of that, even if the product is not meant for that, but that product he is also pushing to be marketed to sell. So many times this type of things are also happening, mis-selling. And many times we have seen fraudulent practices are also there. So many dishonest, there is a people are also selling in a dishonest manner also. That is also not accepted. So that I said that this personal finance is the most neglected area, so that it requires focus. We thought that the personal finance, each and every one is in need of that. And each and every one should read this. Each and every one should give focus to this, and each and every one should know the inner parts of this. It is already discussed by our Honorable Vice Chancellor in his inaugural address. Of course, sir has said something different aspects and useful aspects of the personal finance in his discourse. So, in my opinion, there are the 6 organs of a personal finance. One is the budgeting. The second one, savings. The next one, the debt. The next one is the tax. And the next one is the insurance. And the last one is the retirement arrangements. So these six segments, I have already told you that in this class, simply I will try to open the path, because our subsequent technical classes, this is on the basics of the personal, our subsequent technical classes will discuss on this. And all these 6 parts, this budgeting, savings, debt, tax, insurance, and retirement planning, we have focused and we have given arrangements for each segment of these 6 items in our total course. If one after another we shall see these things, the steps in budgeting, and for the budgeting purpose, the first 2 lines under 1 and 2, what I have written there. So set your personal goals. What is our personal goal? What we need? I need a house. It should be there in the personal goal. My son and daughters are like this, and they will be married at this particular point of time. And for their professional and for their higher education, so this will be the year. For the marriage of son and daughter, so this will be the probable, that's a year. For starting life of son and daughter, so this will be the probable years. So thinking all those things, we are to prepare a sheet on our personal goals first. And when the personal goal will be very carefully and very efficiently and very methodically drawn, then it will be very easier to have the budget. And the budget may be of the short-term budget and the budget of the long-term budget. We are to plan for a short term. We are to plan for 1 year first. And the second, the long-term budget, so 5 years, 10 years, and up to 20 years, that's a budget like this. So in the short-term budget, we have to make the fraction of it for each month. Our planning should be there. We get our income and how we will distribute our income in different ways. So monthly, and it will be converted to the yearly. And by which, so it will facilitate to the long-term budget. How I am telling. So create an emergency fund from a particular, let's say, amount of salary or other income. Different sources of incomes are there, not exactly the salaries people are there and they will read the personal pay. Every person is earning and every person is having his income every month. And out of his income, he should have an emergency fund. So some part of it, how much it, so that a rational discussion is needed, and that rational judgment of the particular person concerned is also needed. So we are to create one emergency fund. Starting at the beginning, So it should be of 3 months household expenditures. And that 3 months household expenditure in each, in 1 month you cannot set aside. Then in that month, that's what we will eat. What will be about our food cloth? In 1 month it cannot be. So when one will start, so out of his income every month, he will set out something, he will set aside something for an emergency fund, and that emergency fund will be built. And this emergency fund for 3 months. Many times it is for 6 months. And many persons are also in the belief and expression that it should be of 12 months. But in my opinion, so this 12 months is such a big amount, we should not keep in the fund like this, because this particular fund we cannot invest. This particular fund can be kept in a savings manner. So savings manner, it is equivalent to the cash, because inflation rate will be more than the earning in the savings. So that it should be 3 to 6 months. And this corona and this COVID explained us, taught us that we should have 3 to 4 6 months, that's the money with us, so that we can manage ourselves. But there is a wrong practice. I am not telling that all are following with that. All are, let's say, going with that. But many are going with that. When we are getting the salary, we are distributing the salary within date 1 to date 5. Within 5 days of the month, we are distributing the salary that the previous month credit. Grocery shopkeeper, this much. Others, this much. So likely we are distributing, because these are the last month's consumption. So this month's salary is distributed for the consumption of the last month. And again, the current month will continue with the credit basis. And it will be repaid when the next month's salary will be received. No, it should not be a good practice. We will try to create an emergency fund, and that fund should meet at least 3 months expenditure. And at best, it should be 6 months, not more than that, in my opinion. So that an emergency fund should be created, and in each month, a part of the salary should be kept for that, unless and until so that a fund is created. So create an emergency fund. Create a fund for the charity. We are for us only. We are for others. Always we should keep in the mind that we are for others. Mine, ours is very less, very limited, but others are very big. We have to think about the others. We have to think about the society. A lot we have taken from them. A lot. I am from a village. So can I tell that other village members have not done anything for me? Can I tell that I have not consumed the air of my village? Can I tell like this that I have not taken the water of my village, water of the nature? So I don't have any duty for my village friends, village members, the nature, the environment, everything. Everything are the others. And I and we. So these two things are very limited. But we are living for others. If someone is calling me the Padmanabh Babu or Padmanabh Sir or Sir, then those are the others. We have to think about them. We have to look at them, so that we should have a charity fund. And every, you see, in month-wise, if we shall keep something out of our salary, out of our income, then a particular month will be created, and when that fund will be sufficient enough, so that will be stopped there, and accordingly the long-term plan should be there. Accordingly, the long-term plan should be there. So certain portions should be kept for the charity purpose. So create fund for the charity. Create fund for your relations. Every year you are seeing, many times certain seasons are there, marriages will be there, very close relations marriage will be there, where the high expenditure will also be there, and you have to take off. Just you see, so when you are, let's say, sisters, let's say, son and daughter will be married, so similar other relations are also there. So every year we are seeing, and in the particular, the in certain puja occasions are there, certain cultural occasions are there, so we are contributing for that. And many times in a particular season when the expenditures will be much more, so can we afford out of our salary? In a particular season, let's say, if more expenditures will be there, so can we manage about our income, monthly income? It will disturb our life for that month, because we are very planned way of sources, incomes. So that a fund should be created for that. Every month something should be kept aside to meet this particular reason. So create a fund for your relation. Keep for personal expenses includes insurance, life, health, and general. Then we have to think about our personal expenses. And what should be the personal expenses? All food, cloth, and shelter, all these needs are there, and at the same time, the insurance. We are to insure our life. Don't think that insurance is a saving. Don't think that insurance is an investment. I will go with a certain insurance classes. Today time is not there. We cannot diversify our discussion to that part today. At that classes, at those classes, I will discuss on that how insurance is the part of the expenditure, but not a saving, not an investment. And there is a misconception in our mind that insurance perhaps is a saving. Insurance perhaps it is an investment. By the way, certain savings are there. And I will show you by the mathematical way there. It is less than to the saving also. By the way, what the benefit we are getting, so that is less than to the savings. But it is our compulsory expenditure. We may compromise with other items. We may compromise with other elements, but we cannot compromise with the protection part. We should have the life insurance. We should have the health insurance. We should have the general insurance. If we belong to a motorcycle, we should have the insurance for that. And these are all expenditures. And these expenditures are at the necessary expenditures. So we are to keep our, let's say, personal income, monthly income for this, and this part naturally a bigger part. Normally, so the thumb rule says 50% of the monthly salary is on this. It may raise to 60%. So depending upon the characteristics, depending upon the environment, depending upon the personal situation of the person concerned, it depends. So we are to go for the calculations, how much should be the personal expenses. And then we are to keep aside something for the long-term funds. We are to transfer our certain part of our monthly income to the long-term funds. In each month, we should have a plan for that. And ultimately, so the monthly and then yearly, so it will be for the long-term plans. And what are those long-term plans? So create a long-term budget. Set up the funds to fulfill your personal goals. So those long-term goals, those long-term requirements should be listed very carefully first. And then you are to alert accordingly. We need a house. After 10 years, I will purchase a house. And after 10 years, the house is not available at a free of cost or at a lower cost. It's a very costly matter. And for that, a fund should be created. And within these 10 years, so a certain corpus can be accumulated. And that amount may not be sufficient enough to purchase that house. At that moment, so the question of debt, question of loan will arise. How much we are to give from our pocket and how much we are to take the loan to get that house. For a house, we are to think, and accordingly we are to plan, and we are to go for the setting aside of income for that fund. For the education of the son, daughter, and other dependents. We cannot tell that son and daughter only. For my son, I will go for the arrangements. For my daughter, I will go for the other arrangements. No other dependents. For the other dependents also, that we are to think about that. And then for the retirement. And for this retirement, you see, no savings, completely long-term investment avenues can, let's say, manage this retirement benefits. Can be mitigated by this long-term investments only. That I will tell. So subsequently, many other classes are also there with me. So I will try to explain that. Now come to the next part. The next part is the savings. So after the budget, the next one is the savings. There is a common connotation about the saving. What? The income minus expenses is equal to saving. My monthly income is so and so, and my monthly expenses we have calculated this much. So income minus expenses is equal to saving. This is a connotation, that's a common man's connotation. But a wise man's connotation, a wise man's, let's say, this is a wise man's feeling is not like that. He is something different. A wise man takes this equation in a different manner. He tells income minus savings is equal to expenditure. I have heard from my seniors also. When I was, let's say, in my college career. So one day, let's say, my grandfather said to me, income minus saving is equal to expenditure. Don't take income minus expenditure is equal to your savings. If you will be so, then you will be reckless in the expenditure. And when you will not manage the expenditures carefully, the savings will be neglected. And when the savings will be neglected, so saving leads towards the investment. And investment leads towards the future life. Investment leads towards the next day. So your next day will be a bad day. Your future will be a bad future. So income minus expenditure is equal to saving. Don't think like that. A wise man always think that how much should be the saving. So income minus saving is equal to my expenditure. So that saving, how much saving, so that should be determined first. Because for this savings, you should have the planned funds. So manage that funds. Manage that funds with the pen and paper. Manage that funds with the sheets. Discuss. Sit together at the evening. Go with the computer. It will not only make you, that's economically strong, but a family binding will be there. Family attachment will be there. And a pleasure will also, the other members in the family, so they will also get pleasure that in our house also one office is that's maintained in the evening. I have seen once upon a time, I had my cousin brother in accountant general's office. So there is a cooperative society, the cooperative credit and thrift society for the employees there. I saw a beautiful practice there. I went there at 1:30 because that is the lunch time. But 1:30 to 1:45, my brother said me that these 15 minutes I can give you. The next I will go to the cooperative society. So those who are the members on a rotation basis, so they are to sit at a particular time there. And they are to manage that office, not by the other persons, other workers, but all the cooperationaries, all the members are part to that. All the members, so at that particular time, so they will go there and they will be regarded as different persons there with different designations there, and they are to manage that. And the office will go for 1 hour, 1:30 to 2:30 like this, or 1:45 to 2:45 like this. So similarly, when we are returning from the office, when we are returning from our place of, let's say, duty, we should sit together, we should open the computer, so there should be an office and each one should contribute their part, and the different sheets should be calculated, prepared, different there's a document should be prepared, everything should be shared, everything should be known by the other one. So at the unfortunate situation, no difficulty will be there with the others. And for the next day also, a planned next day will be there. So that wise man always think, he prepare the budgets very meticulously so that he knows that say how much savings are required. So that much of savings should be kept aside out of the income, and whatever the rest will be available, so that will be the expenditure. We have to manage ourselves within that expenditure. If 5 rupees is available, within that 5 rupees, how we can, this is just for an example I am telling. If 5 rupees is available, how to manage within that 5 rupees we should learn. If 10 rupees are available, that's how to manage with that 10 rupees. We have to say, because if 1,000 will be available, then no one will be happy. Happiness you are to make within yourself. Within 10 one can be happy, within 15 one can be happy, within 20 one can be happy, within 1,000 one can be happy. But in a different situation, with 1,000 one man cannot be happy, and with 5 also that he cannot be happy. It is all depends upon the human characteristics. We have to change our mental setup. We have to change our attitude, and accordingly we have to manage ourselves, and accordingly we have to build. This much is available. This much is given by the God to me, and with that I am to manage. So income minus savings is equal to expenditure that a wise man is always tells. And if this income minus savings, so this particular connotation will be accepted by the person concerned, he can build, he can successfully prepare a budget, either short term or long term. Otherwise cannot. Otherwise cannot. That budget cannot be prepared. Forget about the other parts. That budget cannot be prepared. So only when the situation will come, we will see that. This investment is to be done. Okay, go with the investment. When a particular situation is coming, we are thinking we don't have a plan for that. So wise man takes the equation like this: income minus savings is equal to expenditures. Debts. Debt versus no debt. Which one is good? Debt is good or no debt is good? Once upon a time, debt is very bad. But the time has something different now, when debt is good. Charvak. Perhaps the name of that monk, that saint is not Charvak. So the philosophy what he has given is the Charvak philosophy. And what was the name of that monk, or what was the name of that saint? I have never seen anywhere in the book, in the literature. Anyway, this philosophy is so termed as the Charvak philosophy. Javat jivet sukhang jivet, runang krutva ghrutam pivet, bhasmi bhutasya jivasya punaragaman krita. Javat jivet sukhang jivet. So long as you are living, live happily. Javat jivet sukhang jivet. Runang krutva ghrutam pivet. Take loan and eat ghee. Take loan and get everything for your happiness. Why? Na bhasmi bhutasya jivasya punaragavana krita. If tomorrow you will die, so no, not possible at all to take the happiness. Not possible at all to take all these things at the tomb. Today is available to me means I will be happy and I will enjoy. So for that, if corpus is not with me, fund is not with me, money is not with me, so take loan and be happy. Okay, but its proper management should be there. Otherwise, what will happen? It will lead to the negative of it. Loan is also very bad. Once upon a time, a very old story I am narrating in this context of Mahabharata. The Dharmabhak asked questions to all the four Pandavas. And at last, the Yudhishthira that went there to the magic pond, and the Jakhya, I mean, the Dharmabhak, the Jakhya, he asked few questions to Yudhishthira. And who is the most unhappy? So this was one question. And the Yudhishthira replied at that time that the lonely is the most unhappy person in this world. The lonely is the most unhappy person. Who takes loan, he is the unhappy person. So don't make your situation like that so that you will be unhappy. We will discuss all these things in our subsequent classes. These things will also be there. And I will also take certain other classes where I will communicate all these things. So many a time you see the fund, when we are going with certain funds, we are setting aside something for these funds. And when the funds may not be sufficient enough. The funds may not be sufficient enough. Out of our monthly income, we are putting something, we are setting aside something for different funds, and when the right time will come in the future, and that fund will be adjusted for that particular purpose, and if the fund is not sufficient enough to manage that, then loan is required. But how much loan, at which rate of interest the loan should be the cheaper or loan should be the dearer. So that so a different segment of discussion. So these are the different parts of the debt. Now come to the tax. This is also another segment of the personal finance. Government levies income tax on the income. So being a sincere and civilized, that's a citizen of the country, we should have to pay the tax regularly and at the right time. Otherwise, how the state will run, how the country will run. We have nothing to do for the country. We have nothing to do for the other people. We have nothing to do for others. We are for others. We are not for us only. We are for others. We have to pay tax. We have to pay tax in time. And the monthly income, what we are taking for the discussion, for our calculation, for our different statement or point of view. So that is monthly income minus tax. After tax income should be taken into for all sort of calculations. And the tax part, it also needs management. There are two words. One is the tax evasion and other one is the tax avoidance. Who will go to the jail? So the person concerned who is evading the tax. Tax evasion is bad. Adoption of illegal principles for saving the tax and not showing the real income to the government not showing the real income to the authorities, tax authorities, is the tax evasion. For that, the penalty is there. Question of imprisonment is also there. And other one, the avoidance of the tax. Avoidance of the tax means abide the rule, go with a certain accepted and allowable deductions so that our taxable income will be less. Income is more, and if a technique and tax will be followed for certain deductions, then our taxable income will be less. So that less tax we are to pay, that is not bad, that is accepted, and for that government will give salute to you. For that the people will give salute to you. But if we will go with the first one, we are to sit at the jail. So tax evasion is bad, but tax avoidance is good, but it requires management. We have to go with the pen and papers. We have to go for the calculations. And this is under the discussion of the personal finance. And the next part is insurance. And for this insurance, completely a segment is there, and in that segment I am having also certain classes, so I will discuss on this, because we have to salute the time also. So about this insurance I will discuss in that. And the last, the retirement. For the retirement, we should have the corpus, we should have the planning, so that a corpus will be available, and that corpus only be available with the proper retirement plans. And you see, so these these 6 segments are there under the personal finance, and these 6 segments we have very carefully, that's a managed in our, that's a personal finance, that's a curriculum. And you see, the first one is the budget. For the budget, that's a, we are having certain sessions, and the next one, let's say, for the savings and investment, we are having a particular, that's a module, and in that module, so 5 sessions are there. And for this debt, it is also under the savings, debt, and investment in one module, so it will be discussed there. And for this tax also, we have certain sessions. And for this insurance, we have also a module. And for 4 modules, that's we have already planned. And for these 4 modules, so there will be 5 classes for each module, and altogether the 20 sessions will be there. And certain real life experts are also there with this team. And in these 20 classes, we will try to reach the all the requirements and the minimum requirement parts and the technical requirements of this course and of this concept. And with this, thank you. Time is not sufficient to discuss all these things in an elaborate way. And with this, I am to close here, and thank you. And my next class is also there at tomorrow. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.